Hey leaders, it's young William. It's not Pastor Brad, and thank goodness, right? No, I'm kidding. I love Pastor Brad, and I'm especially excited for this week because I have the opportunity to teach. Now, it's not my first time, but it's still pretty new to me. So I would really I could use your prayers. But I'm excited because we're talking about Abraham, and Abraham is just a faith giant. He's a faith Hall of Famer from Hebrews 11. I mean, he's the father of our faith. So I have the honor of talking about Abraham's life and pulling some points from it. We're going to be pulling 3 points. They all rhyme. It's faith. Faith goes, faith knows, and faith grows. Faith goes because in Abraham's life he was called to go to a land he wasn't familiar with. I can attest to that because I used to, I still am actually in Lenore City. And going to Maryville, I've really never been around there. So that was exciting and scary, but that's where my faith has taken me. It has sent me somewhere, so I'll talk some about that. Also, faith knows. Faith knows that no matter what the world lies and tells us, faith knows that God's in control. And we'll talk about Abraham trusting God when God said he would have a kid, and it being 30 years later and him still not having a kid. Faith just knows that kid's on the way. And we're obviously not going to say that to the students because that would just be terrible. But we will let them know that faith knows. And then the last point is faith grows because our faith is meant to not be private. It's to be public as well. So our faith is shared with other people. Our faith helps the kingdom of God grow. We'll just talk about that as well. And so I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about the opportunity to speak. Last thing I want to say, because I like this video to be short, is that Fusion signups, I think we could all step it up a notch. I know in high school, which wasn't long ago, keep in mind, I didn't miss a Fusion because my leaders were so persistent in getting me to go. Now, I know for leaders and pastors and students, we're all going to get a word from God this weekend, and so on the Fusion weekend. So I'm so excited for it. But let's make sure to push it and really get people there signed up, because if we get like 260 or 275, I think Pastor Zach has to shave his head and his eyebrows, and he's already said he has a tiny head, so I really want to see what it looks like bald. I think it would just be the funniest thing and humiliating, and in reality, actually that sounds terrible, but at least it's not us, right? We're just doing our job, getting 275. Pastor Chris said it too. We're going to get there, but really just push Fusion signups and be praying for our students, be praying for the service this Wednesday. Pray for me if you want to. Pray for our students that they hear a word from God, and that the weight of life is lifted from them when they walk through those doors on Wednesday nights. But we love you, leaders. Super thankful for you. You guys are what make this ministry absolutely incredible. So love you. Thank you. See you Wednesday.